Hello.
Hello.
Sup,
I know. We're back.
We are live for sure.
Thank you for joining us tonight. We're your guests, Haley Hansen,
Katie Linwolf.
And Rachel D'Amico.
I'm so glad to be back, you guys. It's been a minute.
I missed your face.
I know. The holidays came and went.
Yes.
Goodness for that.
Survived. Knock on wood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, Rachel, you were kind of all over, weren't you?
I was out in California.
Yeah.
Got to see my kids and.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you get to visit anywhere spooky?
We went to historic Sacramento.
That's where I was
In Old Town, Sac. Yeah, that's cool. And then we also went to, I think it was near Auburn. I think there's another little town in there, and we walked around an old cemetery.
Ooh.
So yeah, checking out some of the. Running our little Spirit Talker app and stuff because we didn't bring any equipment on the plane. I had enough trying to get presents out there, you know.
Awesome. Sounds like a great time.
What about you, Haley?
Oh, I survived. I visited family, got sick from the cute little kiddos with their germ hands.
Oh gosh.
So I'm finally feeling like myself again, but it was a good time.
Good.
And what about you, Katie?
We kind of stretched Christmas into 4 easy days.
Okay. Hey.
Yeah, Christmas Day, I had just my 2 kids here, so that's super easy. I love it. And then
there's your other kid.
Yeah, there's little Leonard. He of course had his own stocking. All of the animals have stockings in my house with their names painted on them.
Obsessed.
I know, because we can't not. And then I had a pseudo house full on the Sunday of Christmas weekend. That's our chosen family day.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's all the people we love the best in my house.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Anything for easy, hey.
Oh, and we
all about it.
Yeah, we did steaks on the grill for chosen family Christmas. I was like, we are all so sick. Between Thanksgiving and Christmas, you've eaten all the turkey and ham you want for next year. So it was nice. I was like, we're getting the grill out. I don't care.
Our Thanksgiving, like, if you want to be thankful, pick the things that you actually like to eat. So we're like steak and seafood, done. One day, go all out.
Yeah, that is definitely a table to be grateful for.
Aww.
Yeah.
All right, we're ready to jump into it, guys?
Yeah, ready.
Yeah. I'd like to start off this episode by thanking our first sponsor. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Foul Deeds, starring horror icon Ari Lehman, the original Jason Voorhees, which is so cool, from Friday the 13th. The brand new Kickstarter campaign for Foul Deeds is now live and has lots of exciting perks available for campaign backers, including acting roles, producer credits, autographed CDs, and many, many more awesome perks. So join Forever Entertainment today by donating to the campaign and be part of this awesome project. You will not.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah,
I just
so
want to
cool.
be on set for like one day.
Right?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Tonight's episode is also brought to you by the Final Girls Monster series, which is very cool if you have not seen it yet. A couple of our little Coven sisters, I believe, are part of this.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
There's me.
Oh my gosh, you guys look so great.
I love Haley's too.
Thank you. You're just so creepy, but
Yeah.
I know.
And you guys can find us. They are now available at www.scarezone.net. The Final Girl is a horror-inspired lifestyle brand built for survivors and fans alike, celebrating resilience, rebellion, and the will to outlast whatever comes for you. Join us all today at scarezone.net and help support your favorite models, Haley and or Rachel, both, by purchasing from our large selection of available merchandise. If you or someone you know is interested in becoming a Final Girl model, reach out to Forever Entertainment today for more information. And just go buy the girls a shirts. Just go.
Yes, please.
You need one of each.
They're all so badass. We
They're
love
so
it.
cool.
Yeah.
It truly like does represent like being that fierce woman who survives.
Yes.
And I love it.
You got to go feral every once in a while.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There's our nice shirt where we're just attacking people with weapons, but then there's like, all right, now you activated the monster mode.
That's right. That's right.
Indeed. Well, we've got a special guest with us tonight. I'm excited. It's her name is Alishah Radford. She's the heart and soul behind Appalachia Healing Arts and Appalachia Lightworkers Paranormal. She blends both deep-rooted Appalachian spiritual traditions with energy healing and paranormal investigation, creating a powerful bridge between the living and the unseen. With a focus on protection, balance, and understanding rather than fear, she helps people navigate spiritual experiences, energetic attachments, and the mysteries that linger beyond the veil. Her works also honor ancestral wisdom while bringing light, compassion, and clarity to the unknown. And we're excited to delve into her journey today. So let's welcome Alishah to the Coven.
Hello, hello.
Quite the intro. Amazing.
Yay! Applause are coming. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Yes. I know a lot about you. So I definitely have a few questions, but of course I want these girls to get to know you as well. So, fire away. Maybe have Alishah tell a little bit about herself first.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Well, how do I put this? My path in this life, I believe, is to help heal and guide people on their own healing journey, whether that soul is attached to a body or whether they are wandering the earth just as a soul. My goal is to help them heal emotionally, physically, spiritually. I've been on my own healing journey for about 13 years, and mine started with physical need of healing. But through that, I have found holistic medicine, which means we treat the body, mind, and soul as one, and they all affect each other and they blend together, and we have to treat it all to see true healing. And so in the paranormal world, I work with people who are experiencing paranormal in their house, which can cause fatigue, sickness, and other things. And so we help figure out what's going on in that house, and we help the homeowners heal, and then we also help the spirits that are there heal or move on, depending on what every situation is. Each situation is different, and so I have to go in about it and kind of look at it from each perspective of the situation.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. It's so amazing. I just love to watch you work sometimes. Being on investigations with you is a special treat, I think, always.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I love investigating with you. I think we have a great energy when we're investigating together, for sure.
We always have some crazy things happen too. So.
Yeah. I think when you put a lot of gifted people in a room together, I think the spirits get excited because they believe that their stories are going to actually be told, or they're actually going to be seen or heard for what's going on. Because I think some people will experience a heavy soul that just might have been through a lot of trauma, but they automatically think it's bad or evil just because of the way it feels. But when you have intuitive people around, they're able to break that down a little bit better. I don't think we're as quick to judge, just because of a lot of intuitive people have gone through their own crap, right? And
Yeah.
so we know that sometimes the heaviness isn't bad. It's just heavy. So I think that's why when you get a group of intuitives in a room together, it's powerful.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
So have you
so
always been able to like feel energy, or, is this something that you were kind of like, let me see if I can kind of hone some skills?
Well, I definitely think that everybody has gifts. I think everybody's is a little different, and everybody's might be interpreted differently. But yes, I've always had gifts. I also think it's an ancestral gift. And but I will say this: I believe when you heal your trauma, your emotional body, your physical body, your gifts will come online even stronger and clearer. So as I've been on my own healing journey, I have seen my gifts grow and hone in the past few years and the past couple of weeks, even just because I've made um, some huge shifts and gone through some things and healed some past trauma. So just the past couple of weeks, things have shifted for me, and it's like every time you learn a lesson and you go through shit and you learn from it, you up, and then you might be here for a while and you go through something else, and then if you learn your lesson, it's like a reward.
yeah,
Here's this as you heal. So that's a lot of people always ask me, how do I get my psychic abilities to come online? How do I do this? How do I do that? And my first thing is always for them to look at their own shadow and to heal what's going on inside of them, and they will see their intuitive, psychic, clairvoyant, whatever you want to call it, gifts enhance.
yeah.
Sorry for the long answer.
No, that's great.
Alchemy. Absolutely. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I think so many people are afraid to tap into their gifts or confront those shadows, but when you get over that hurdle, the world opens up. I feel you. That is beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. I know for me that's been true as well. I think in twofold, like actually going out there and investigating is definitely because I think you're focusing and tuning in, I think a little bit more. But I think doing some of the healing, which I've more to do, but things have come on where I thought I was just an empath, but then all of a sudden I've become more like clairaudient, where I'm actually hearing the spirits.
Wow.
And so that's come on in like this past year, like
That's
exponentially. So it's cool. It's cool to see that happen. It is like a reward in a lot of ways. And I know you being, that your name and being kind of in the region that you are, Appalachia, is sort of rich with that ancestral wisdom and spiritual practices. Those traditions that are sort of passed down through generations. Have those sort of influenced your healing work and the way you approach even paranormal investigation today?
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely on the paranormal side. So I have my part of my father's family is from the um, West Virginia Appalachian Mountains, and then I moved to the Appalachian Mountains when I was 16 from Florida, and it was going home for me. And I met my husband when I was 22. We've been married for almost 18 years now, and I learned a lot of Appalachian traditions through his family. And it connected me back to my roots that I think were lost out of not being connected to my ancestors on my dad's side of the family because of divorce and separations and stuff like that. But now I've learned by reconnecting with that family line about my grandmothers and my great aunts and my great grandmother to all practice. And I've even gotten some of their books, and I wanted to honor them in my name. So one of my business names is Appalachia Gypsy Healing Arts, and I wanted to honor part of my lineage, because I have multiple lineage into like the woo woo stuff, if you would say. But I wanted to honor one of them, and I went with gypsies, just because I connect to that energy too. I'm a free soul, if you would say that. I've always been the black sheep of my family, and I just connected with that. But the Appalachian root stuff, I would have to say, has really been honed in through my husband's family, and they're really cool because I can talk to them about the paranormal stuff, because in the Appalachians, they believe in it thoroughly, but you can't talk about it around the preacher. But other than that, they'll talk to you all day about it. And so his aunts and his mother really helped me get connected to that side.
That's so cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I know.
And to say West Virginia. No, when I saw your name as the Appalachian, I was like, I wonder if she's from West Virginia like me.
Yeah, my daddy's family was from McDowell County, West
Oh
Virginia.
Wow. Yeah, I'm from Bluefield. Small world.
Okay. Yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
it's so funny because, like you said, once you're in church, nope. But
Mhm.
most of the time, there's all kinds of cool stuff you can learn about. Don't whistle outside.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. If you like hear it in the woods too, like yes, exactly. Do not follow that. I know there's so many like cool kind of cryptids and legends that come out of that region as well.
Mothman.
Yes. Mothman, what Sasquatch, there's more. Isn't there like a whole blue people?
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I've actually seen blue people. It has to do with minerals that are in the water, but their skin is actually blue. Yeah, it's
I heard
crazy.
to take like some colloidal silver or something like yeah. Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
because if you take too much Florida silver, it does that to you. But theirs is actually, it's in their water, it's in their ground, so they were eating it through their crops and then drinking it through their water. So yeah, we called him the Blue Man. Actually, he would wear overalls, and I worked at a youth camp, and we would go dance with the older people in the area at the senior center, and there was two Blue Men brothers, and they wore overalls. They were the sweetest things, but their skin was blue.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm adding colloidal silver to my Amazon cart, and I will see you guys as a knob.
Amanda says hi in the chat, everyone. I guess she
Hi,
said
Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
Hi.
Todd the Fox music as well. They play drums made of pipes. Ooh, okay.
Ooh, and she said I live out in the Mark Twain and have some spooky stuff here too. That's really cool. Love
That's
that.
awesome.
I know.
If you don't know your local spooky stuff, it's worth looking into because it would surprise you how much every small town has going on that you just don't know about.
And I think once you open that door too, then people want to share and talk about it, and especially their experiences.
Absolutely.
So one of our local stories back in North Carolina, where I came from, in the Appalachian Mountains, where my husband's born and raised, we have the Moon Eye people, and they were little white people that lived underground. And they've actually found statues buried in the area of these little bald Moon-eyed people in the ground from the Cherokee Indians. And the Cherokee Indians talk about them. They call them the Moon-eyed people. They were from the stars.
Oh,
but there's crazy. If you want to go down a crazy little path, that's really interesting.
No, that's my next rabbit hole for sure. Might not even wait till we finish the episode to just dive right into it.
Haley's just going to be jumping in with fun facts.
Oh, God. I found the Moonlight people.
I know. Now we're all going to be down that rabbit hole. I know next week we'll have to be like, what'd you find out?
We're just all going to call in tomorrow. We'll get back on here and compare notes. And...
Oh, wow. Yeah, they're cool. Jeez, look at those. Oh, I want to play with them.
That statue is in the Cherokee County Museum in Cherokee County, North Carolina. That's Murphy, North Carolina, where I'm from.
That's the inspiration for your next beastie, Haley.
Yep.
I know. I was thinking that's crazy. I was just gonna say that.
Oh, you guys are
like,
it's work.
I know.
We're starting to spend too much time together. Twice in 1 week is too much.
No, never enough.
Never enough.
I know. I could do this every night.
So you said you two have had some adventures together. What would be your favorite place that you were at together?
Oh, I know. I know.
The ones we've been to have all been intense. So that's hard.
I know. Where do we go? I mean, Harriman is pretty. I mean, because what happened with the voice that happened to us all was like ridiculous.
There's a story. Come on. The voice, and then she just moves right along.
Well, you can even find it. I think I've still got it on Instagram or something, Instagram or TikTok or something. But we actually caught it.
You actually shared it on Facebook the other day.
Yeah. So it's still up there, but yeah, we were there investigating with another kind of maybe couple teams, different investigators, because kind of like a big location like Harriman Hospital, they they're expensive to go and investigate. Unfortunately, a lot of these places are like that. And so we kind of collaborate together, and it was, I think it was like, 5 of us girls, and we kind of separated from the rest of the group and decided we were going to just venture our own way throughout the hospital. And we decided to go up on the 2nd floor. And first we went down one hallway and investigated there for a little while. And then we went back the other way. And we kind of, I think, did that. If you recall the same thing, I think we kind of felt something that direction first. And we were like, oh, let's wait on that. And so then when we finally decided to go back, we went into this area, which we kind of learned later might have been called like the continuation care unit. But there was
after they would recover from surgery, is what I found out.
Yeah. So they would, there was like one hospital bed left in the room. And so we often do an investigation tactics called Estes method. So essentially you're in sensory deprivation. So friend Beverly was doing Estes at this time. Alishah had done it just before. And then Alishah and I were talking on the side of the bed because us as investigators, we ask questions, and what the person under Estes is supposed to repeat whatever they hear come through the headphones. So they're blindfolded, and then they're having like white noise, and whatever comes through, they're supposed to just repeat what they hear. And so Alishah and I think we're talking about her experience under Estes before, and how like she felt really like there was a doctor that was there who was trying to get us out of that space because he wanted to just do his work. And I said I was feeling like the same way. Like I actually felt like there was a hospital, like a team of people working all around us and stuff. And as we were saying that, all of a sudden this voice comes through loud. You can hear it in the video. And it says, "I see you," kind of in a whispery, grovelly voice. And I think you thought it was coming out of Beverly. And so I think she and I, Alishah and I, ended up on top of Beverly, who had no idea what had happened. And she screams because all of a sudden there's 2 people on top of her. And you know, we had like a lot of the equipment in the room was going off at the same time. This voice, like the REM pod was going off, the paranormal tripwire was going off. It was insane. And we radioed right away to the rest of the people that were investigating. We're like, where are you in this hospital? Make sure it wasn't like somebody playing a prank on us or something, because I don't think I've ever heard it. Like I've heard them, but not that loud and that clear. It's literally the only way I could explain it. It sounded like it was in my ear. And I think Sheila even said that that was her experience too. And she was sitting over like at the nurse's station, which was back from us. And she felt like it was in her ear too. So it was crazy. And I think like when we went downstairs and had to show everybody like the video and what we caught, we got to thinking about it a little bit and thought, well, maybe instead of him saying that he can actually visually see us, that maybe he was saying you're in like the ICU and get out of this space.
Yeah.
We're trying to work, which would make sense to the way we were both feeling. So it was kind of an insane moment that was just one of the locations and experiences we've had, which the next patient. I know, but it's crazy. And that definitely made me think about like when we're investigating, and really truly like, that they are just there on either another timeline or another, just right along the other side of the veil from us. But it has me thinking when I ask questions of the spirits and what comes through, like, are they really like right there? And can I ask a question and will they give me the answer? Like, can you see us? Can you, what is time like where you're at? That kind of thing. And I've definitely gotten responses. Oh, very cool. Looks like we've had some other people.
You, right?
Huh? Yeah, there's like a lot of people having some crazy experiences. That one did a story on Fox News, was on a Civil War home in the Union, South Carolina. Ghost at the Cross Keys house. Some strange things happened in that house. We have about 5 different paranormal places in our county. Awesome, Jerry. That's fabulous. I always love learning about new locations because I'm like, I got to go there.
Amanda, story that we could pull back up there too. After we started building our range, I had a woman in a white nightgown and a wet dark hair staring at me while in bed. Had to go out the next day and talk to her, but I haven't been since. That night was scary. Yeah, no doubt.
Talk to her. What did she say? Like, did she answer? Did she just stare blankly?
I know. And you think just because maybe, that appearance might be scary to us because we're just not, it catches us off guard, but that might not always be the case, right? Yeah. Appearances could be deceiving, I think. Sometimes you just have to like sit with there and feel their energy. Yeah. I don't know. Is that how spirits come through to you, Alishah?
They come through to me in all different manners, and it takes a lot of questioning and a lot of just really feeling it in your body and understanding. For me, at least, sometimes it's so different each time. It really is. I can't say there's a definite way that they come through because each time it's different. If somebody's saying, "Hey, can you contact a loved one?" It's very different from if that somebody's coming to me to talk to me, like a spirit's coming to me. And sometimes they come in and it's just smell. I'll smell something off. I'll be like, "What is that?" And my husband is like, "I think you have a visitor," because they come through with smell. Sometimes it's just a feeling. And sometimes I'll see them. It just depends on each time. And I think it also depends on the person or the entity itself on how they're strong they are and how much energy they personally have at the moment. And I also believe in like a hierarchy situation when it comes to entities. So I mean, it just depends on how deep you want to go with it, because I think it really just depends too. And like older souls that have been around for a long time can come through a lot stronger than say somebody that just passed a couple months ago. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes me think of like the movie Ghost.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
So
Patrick Swayze's character, how he was brand new and he just didn't know how to do anything. And the older spirit, the angry one on the train, was like, "Duh," and could kick things. And yeah.
Yeah. So like my husband's family, there's a member of his family that's hanging around, and he's been around for quite some time, and he's very strong, and like we can sense him and feel him and see him when he comes through. But then you might have somebody. I had a friend that lost a loved one a couple months ago, and she kept asking me, and I'm like, listen, I can't feel them. I can't sense them. Sometimes they don't even want to come through. Even if you go to a psychic or a medium, your loved one may not want to speak to you, because souls have to go through a healing period, especially the ones that move on to heaven or into the life between lives. They have a period of healing that they have to go through before they stay around, they go through the funeral. This is what I have learned just personally. They stay around for the funeral, then they cross over, and then they have to go through a healing period. And so sometimes they don't even want to talk to you. Sometimes they don't want to see you. Sometimes they're not ready for it because they're going through their own healing, getting ready to go into their next body, basically, is how I see it. It's and some souls don't want to move on and they get tethered here. So I've learned a lot from people that have had near death experiences, listening to them and what they have gone through and the stages that they go through. I had a man tell me one time, as he came back into his body, there was a place he could have gotten stuck. And he's like, I think that's where ghosts are, is in that plane right there, right before. And I was like, yeah, no, that sounds really truthful. And people and souls can get stuck for different reasons, and I think that also is the energy they present in is depending on why they chose to stay, or how they got stuck.
Yeah, I wondered if like whether or not like spirits have free will like they do here, and they can choose to stay, they can choose to go. I often feel like that's the case. But like when we investigated like Rosemont, it was clear that like the family chooses to stay there because they were there for so many generations, I think. And it just feels like a space like they're still living their lives, because some of the evidence we've caught on like recorder and stuff, like there was who we think is Josephus Kahn Guild, who was the builder of that home. And he was a prominent judge in that area, that it seemed like it was him. We were in his office, and on digital recorder, we caught him saying to us, he said, the children want quiet. Because we were there late, we were investigating, we were asking all kinds of questions. Of course, we had equipment going off here and there. And then I think finally he got done with all of our questions towards the end. And he was like, the children want quiet. And we've also heard on a different occasion, we were there during the day and we heard children running around. It sounded, we could hear them playing, and we ran out to like find where they were, and there were no kids. It really sounded like they were running the halls, and kind of giggling and screaming and all that kind of stuff.
That's so
Yeah, it really is. So that made me think of like they are just, going about their business, like they're still living.
Yeah.
So we often had this like thing of where we're like, are we like in the movie The Others, where right, where Nicole Kidman, I'm a spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, where she didn't know she was dead. She thought she was being haunted.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, really, are we the ghosts to them? Like,
Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun.
yeah, I know. Do they see?
Twilight episode in there for sure.
Yeah.
I know. We
I
could
love it.
go like have a whole episode
Yeah.
just about that kind of thing, because I wonder.
But I think it's just so multi-dimension. There's so many layers to the paranormal or to energy. Period. You can have dimensions and timelines colliding and going on at the same time. And I also, in shaman training and in Reiki training, my Reiki master taught us the soul can actually shatter. It can actually when it
Like
goes through
splinter?
trauma, it can splinter. So, say you go through a major trauma, right, and you live, but a piece of your soul can get left in that place that you had that trauma experiences.
I'm
So
never getting
sometimes a haunting isn't really a whole soul either. It's just a soul fragment that is stuck there because of the trauma. So that's where you go to have energy healing by a energy healer. Usually it would have to be a really, really good trained energy healer, but they can actually bring that soul fragment back to you. The soul is a massive thing. The soul isn't something little. It's very, very massive. So even though, let's say, us especially at Rosemont, I can tell you the lady of the house that I met when we were there for your 50th. She's not fully there. It's a piece of her from that lifetime because she loved that lifetime so much. So as massive as her soul is, a piece of it stays there to look after the family. But she can also be in the in between. She can also be reincarnated. It's just a piece of her that's bringing comfort to her family and watching over her family's home.
Wow.
So the soul is a massive thing, and so very multi-layered. Learning through shaman training and all that, it really taught me to have a lot of respect and to understand. Don't just be one and done with the situation. So, and that's the thing with like people always saying, "Oh, it's a demon or it's an entity, it's a dark thing." No, sometimes it's just a soul that's been bound and hurt and wounded so often that they just are heavy and sad and need healing. When I was at the Euro Shrine, there's a doll they have and they
Sally.
say that Sally, yeah, and they say it's a succubus that's attached to it. And when they handed it to me, I was like, I don't know that it's a. Why do you guys think it's a succubus? And they were like, oh, because this is what men do when they're around it. Da 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 da. And I was like, I really think you're just dealing with a really traumatized soul. I don't think you're dealing with an entity. I think this is a person who was traumatized by men over and over and over and over again. And now she appears as something dark. And of course, she's going to hate men because men have been awful to her. So, in Matt with the group that was there that night, he was like, oh no, I can really see that. And to me, it didn't feel like she liked being called a succubus. I was just going to say, it doesn't feel like she really likes that title, but okay. And that's just my perception on it. And that's the thing about gifted people. We all can pick on something different. And it doesn't mean that any of us are wrong. It just means we're picking up on different things about the same soul, the same entity, the same energy. We're just picking up on different aspects of it.
I mean, I didn't feel that from Sally either. We caught on her on video actually moving her. They said reportedly that most of the time they'll put like one of her arms up, and they could never figure it out. but they'd come in the room and her arm would be down.
Mhm.
And so it was like they had never actually caught her doing it, but we caught her on camera doing that. Actually, her
Wow.
arm was up, and then all of a sudden, right in front of our eyes, it just was slowly moving down. I know, yeah, she's crazy.
Oh,
we
wow.
had to we gifted her a cat ball because she wanted it. That was going to make her happy. And they said even the Tennessee Shadow Chasers, they told me that, you know, she must like you guys because she doesn't show herself, doesn't show like she did us.
Yeah.
That side of her. And I think that's because we just talked to her like she was a person. Like,
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
I think that's it. It's all about
energy.
respect.
Succubus, right?
Yeah. Does anybody want to be called that? I'm not gonna be like, thank you.
Yep, you're right.
What can I say? But yeah, it looks like some of the comments they're saying that they like Haley's Celtic knot cloth.
Thank you.
behind you. Yeah.
Welcome, Lucia.
Yeah.
Cool. How about
Yes. And
And then
then shamanic soul retrieval. Is that what it's called, Alishah?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
is that
Awesome.
practiced in certain cultures, or is it a expansive thing, like more than one? The shamanism.
I would say it's among all the cultures. I would say now I've only been trained in the Celtic version, and then just an overall spiritual shamanism training that doesn't really follow one culture. So yeah, I would say it's very across different cultures. So yeah. I don't use the term, even though I've had the training, I don't use the term shaman in my stuff a lot. I think I've recently said it a few times just because of the culture misunderstanding that can happen with that sometimes. And I have a lot of respect towards the natives and their practices. So I don't use the term as often just out of respect because I'm from Cherokee, North Carolina, or Cherokee County, North Carolina. We have a lot of natives in the area still. So
Yeah. I
yeah.
can see that. How do you, Alishah, distinguish between spiritual attachment, energetic imbalance, and true paranormal activity when you're working with clients or investigating locations?
Okay, say that one more time for me.
How do
I've
you
got
just?
music playing for some reason.
Oh
It's
yeah, I
weird.
think he's just playing.
Okay. All right. Can you say that again for me?
We're
That's
on Valley.
yeah, that's Anthony and his sound effects for us.
Okay.
I was saying, how do you distinguish between spiritual attachment, energetic imbalance, and true paranormal activity with working with clients or investigating locations?
Energy imbalance it can be something that's with the land, the house itself, or the location itself. It can be, and it can intensify. Like I think Harriman Hospital, I'm excited to be going back here in a couple of weeks for a public investigation. But I also think like that can create an energetic imbalance sometimes when there's so many people coming in. You have people using different devices and different things. And I think that itself can create its own imbalance in a way. People can have, energy imbalance within themselves, and it's not actually having to do, and I've had one of my very first places that I investigated when I started had a lot to do more with the relationship of the mother and the daughter that was in the house. And it had nothing to do with a spirit whatsoever. So their energy itself was
creating the haunting.
Creating haunting. They would have poltergeist-like activity, but it was just because of their own their energy was that intense And they were practicing, but practicing with no intelligence or training, if that makes sense. So they were doing things that weren't the best either. And they were practicing together and then separate, and they didn't have a lead, anybody that they were learning and training from. They were just kind of taking this from here and this from here and doing stuff. And I was like, wait. You got, and then they were both angry at each other, both hurt. And of course, they both love each other. So then there's like this. So it all had to do with their own energy. There was actually no spirits or whatsoever. It was just their energy itself. And that's that's where I think being a energy healer and an intuitive helps, because we can say dream cleanse, but if we're not guiding and teaching the homeowners that, hey, you need to start healing this process or other, this is just going to come back, that's something that I feel like is lacking in the paranormal world right now, to be honest with you. And also you need that too when there's spirits around, entities around, is that you need to, I mean, it's just different because you can have a family member that comes in and says hello, they love you, and they give you a kiss, and they're hanging around and they're watching you. But then you could have Uncle Joe that wasn't a good person in life, and he's hanging you around, and he's making you sick, and he's draining your energy, and he's doing this or that. And that soul doesn't need to be in your house. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
So you might want grandma that gives you kisses on the cheek and loves you to stay around if she wants to, but Uncle Joe definitely doesn't need to stay around. Like,
Uncle Joe sounds like a creeper to me.
Yeah. It is that, and then in a true paranormal experience is when Uncle Joe and Grandma are around, right? And you want to figure out who it is, and that it's actually them, and you want to help them heal and move on. Or, you're allowed to visit me on my birthday and say hi. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you can do that with souls. You can say, hey, you can come visit me here, but no, you're not allowed to bother me when I'm here, and because we do have that, in there, it's very deep, Rachel. It would take multiple times to sit down, but it is.
I know this is it is a heavy topic because, like you said, I think I agree. There's multiple layers.
Yeah.
They have to
establish boundaries with my family in the afterlife being any easier than it would be while they're with me.
Hashtag no Uncle Joe. Or it could be hashtag Joe gotta go. like Holly said there.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom.
That's your
Yeah, we're definitely going to Uncle Joe out.
This is really why we need to start establishing boundaries now while they're still alive.
Exactly. So what if you have like an Uncle Joe like that who maybe was some sort of pedophile or something in life, and he's dead and now he doesn't want to go away because
actually had that experience. That's who Uncle Joe is to me. That's not actually his name. I'm just using that name. But that's where I'm pulling that from, because I had a situation where it was somebody who was a pedophile, whose soul had chose to stay. And he was somebody that I had to stand ground and ask to leave.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I didn't ask him. I told him he had to leave, and he was not allowed to affect that family anymore.
Is that what you would kind of do if there's a homeowner or somebody who feels like there is an unwanted spirit in their presence? Is it enough for them to draw that boundary and say, you got to go? Like, this is not your space, or is there more to it?
Well, yeah, no, you want them to practice that. And I actually made a post on Appalachia Lightworker Paranormal today talking about, I can sit here and I can teach you how to use sage and essential oils and
Right.
crystals and prayers. I can teach you how to use all those and you can use them. But without the belief behind it, without the trust that you know your spirit team and the creator is behind you, without that trust and that belief, they don't work as well because the shadow side feels it. They know that you don't really mean what you're saying and what you're doing with those crystals
You
and that
have to have
essential oil.
alignment in,
Yes, you
yeah,
have to have alignment. So
Yeah.
the thing is with people, and that's why, um, what I do and what I teach and what I want people to realize is it's not a one and done. It's a practice. And you have to feel it. And I'm getting ready to make a post here in a couple of days, and it's going to be about if you don't feel it, if you don't believe it, whether it's a prayer, an affirmation, anything like that, if you don't believe it, you can say it a million times and it's not going to matter. But if
right.
you really feel it and you really know it inside your body, it only takes one time of you saying that. So that's why a lot of times I'll have a client, that I'm working with or a homeowner that I'm working with, and I'll be like, hey, can I reschedule you for another day because I'm not 100%? Because me, as a healer and as a spiritual guide that goes into these situations, I need to be 100% because I want to feel it. I want that one and done to take care of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
both. You have to practice it and you have to learn to start feeling it and believing it. Because once you put it all together, it's magic.
Yeah. It is kind of like the law of attraction, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're going to want something, but you really don't believe that you deserve it, it's in the universe
Mm-hmm.
is not going to bring it to you.
Mm-hmm. The
So
universe is all about feeling. It's funny because I was thinking about it the other day, and we're talking about holistic healing with one of my clients, and I was like, you can sit there all day and say, I am grateful for my healthy body. I'm blessed with a healthy body. But then you go and you eat something horrible. I said, the universe is going to go look at you and go, okay, well, I guess you don't really believe that then. It has to be you're practicing it in every area of your life and believing it and feeling it.
yeah, I totally believe
Hmm.
that. Oh, they said Alicia's doing a great job describing the various spiritual layers. That's
Oh, thank you.
awesome.
I
Thank
know, but I
you.
feel like what she just said is kind of like the perfect way for us to wrap it up tonight. It's like, okay, what are you telling the universe you're willing to accept or you believe that you deserve? And I think that's
That's
just kind
bingo.
of like a wonderful thought to leave us on tonight.
Yeah.
What over the next week
Nailed
are we going to tell ourselves or tell the universe that we deserve?
Absolutely. Deserve everything.
You're darn right. Let's go get it,
You're darn right, Leonard.
Leonard.
Behave, Leonard. What a cutie.
Oh, Alishah, I'm so glad you were here with us tonight. This has been amazing.
Yes.
Well,
I
thank
could
you for
Yes,
having me.
for 6 hours.
I know. There's so much more. We just scratched the surface, really. I know. I would love to have you back sometime.
I would love
Again.
to come back. Thank you.
Yay.
Well, before we let everybody go, let's make sure that we thank our sponsors again. So we have the Final Girl campaign. The monsters are the new versions out there now. So go to Forever
Oh, look at
Entertainment,
me. Look at me.
order a Haley shirt, order a Rachel shirt. There might be a Katie shirt to come. You never know.
Yes.
But yeah. Also, guys, definitely go out, check out the campaign for the Final Deeds. Yes, First Jason Foul Deeds. See if you can help get some of those movie perks for sponsoring. And yeah, you never know what kind of perk is going to pop up. So keep your eyes out for that.
They're all amazing opportunities. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Aw, nice.
We look forward to seeing you. Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
This
Thank
was a
you
great
so much.
podcast.
It was a
This
great
was.
You're wonderful, Alishah. Thank you.
All right, you
Bye,
guys.
y'all. Next week.
Yeah.